All right, good afternoon. Today we will be conducting a VFR flight from Dells, which is Baruba, Wisconsin, Dells Regional Airport, all the way up via the Endover Bridge transition to Oshkosh. We have our flight plan filed, and we'll be going up to Oshkosh VFR. We're going to depart Dells. Haven't decided if it's going to be runway 19 or runway 1. It'll depend on how the other traffic on the airfield is flowing, because for Oshkosh and this event, we are setting our simulators to clear, blue, and 22, or perfect weather. So wind is generally not a factor, although you'll see because of the altitude we're flying at with the Cessna, it tends to be kind of a bumpy ride as far as the wind goes. But we don't have to worry about clouds, rain, or snow, or sleet, or anything of that nature. Our basic flight plan, and I'll go ahead and go through what that looks like on SkyVector. You'll see we're going to be departing Dell on a 045 heading, and we'll fly direct via GPS to the Endover Bridge, which is located here. Now, these VFR reporting points you can see on the map, Puckaway Lake and Green Lake and Ripon, these are all listed in the Oshkosh or AirVenture 22 NOTAM, or they're calling it a notice. But all of these VFR reporting points are listed on VFR charts, and you can find them in your GPS system as well. So flying with me today is my excellent co-pilot, Becky. She is at the moment taking care of our dog, but she'll be joining me in the aircraft before we depart. Oshkosh started at 12 o'clock Central Time. That's 10 o'clock Pacific Time. And will last about 3 hours. Our plan is we'll go ahead and make our approach to Oshkosh. We'll land, we'll taxi back to whatever runway they're departing. We'll depart and then fly VFR back to probably green transition, and then enter the pattern again for another landing, and we'll see if we can get that accomplished 2 or 3 times. How many times did we do it yesterday?
3.
Becky, would you like to introduce yourself as my co-pilot?
Co-pilot, Becky. And yesterday we were able to do it 3 times before it closed. Today's arrivals will be on 18 right or 27, with departing on 18 left.
So, Becky is in charge of all things instructions, aka the NOTAM. So she'll keep us going. The other thing you'll hear is a lot of ATC chatter, and the air traffic controllers that are working this virtual simulation are the same controllers that also work the live ATC or EAA Oshkosh adventure. So they know what they're doing. What you hear is generally what they'll say in real life. So all right, we've got 12:09. I don't see anybody else moving on the airport, so I guess it is going to be dealer's choice as far as the runway goes. So we'll go ahead and depart runway 19. We'll use 19 for today. So you can see I already have our frequency set for Unicom for Dell. We'll broadcast on Dell, and then I've already got it pre-selected for approach control for Oshkosh, and we'll start hearing what runways they have, what runways they're planning, or what transitions they're planning, and then I've got their tower frequency. Depending on what runway we land will depend on what tower frequency. And just for S&Gs, we've got Our nav aids, we've got the VORTAC and for Dell and the VORTAC for Oshkosh dialed in just so we can get a DME as far as how far away we are. But we're not really going to use that. This is essentially a 100% VFR. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit and use the autopilot for a lot of the navigation, or just to maintain our altitude. That way we can keep our head out of the cockpit and look around for stuff, and hopefully see and be seen. Which
Wisconsin Dells, November 84 Charlie Alpha, taxiing for runway 19.
As part of that, we're going to go ahead and turn on our taxiway and our landing lights. As part of the SimVenture, we are asked to have all our exterior lights on regardless of what operation we're doing, and this again helps us to be seen and to see others.
November 84 Charlie Alpha, crossing runway 14, taxiing on runway 19.
So let's go ahead and get our departure and start taxiing. And let's see if we can see this other guy that's taxiing. Alright, he's already taxiing. He's up there already. Alright. Yep, I'm already up on Dell frequency. Dell traffic, Skyhawk 603 Bravo November, taxiing from the beacon, runway 19, left downwind departure, Dell traffic.
If anybody wants to find me, I'll be in the last place you would look. In a place where people used to be, a land that's called reality, you'll find me there. I won't be catching up on Reddit. I won't be watching any news. I'll let the planet spin without me, 'cause everything has been without me sometime. And everyone will be alright if I'm not live by satellite. It's a beautiful day, I'm running away. Don't bother to Facebook message or call me, 'cause I'm living life in airplane mode and everything is okay. I just wanna play, unplug for the day and live in the moment, 'cause I'm living life in airplane mode, yeah. I'm always drowning in the static. I'd rather swim in crystal seas. My battery's been running low. I need to take it nice and slow for just a while. You won't be hearing about my weather, and you won't see my breakfast pics. For videos of kitty cats all gussied up in pretty hats, you'll have to wait. I hope it's not a tragedy. I hope you don't get mad at me. It's a beautiful day, I'm running away. Don't bother to Facebook message or call me, 'cause I'm living life in airplane mode and everything is okay. I just want to play, unplug for the day and live in the moment, 'cause I'm living life in airplane mode, yeah. Everything is now, everyone is everywhere, but no one seems to get up from their chairs. I'll come and sit with you, let's talk and have a drink or two. We'll open up the window for some air and hear the voice
27 for you, you're going to go straight up the railroad tracks for runway 27. My orange and white cardinal type up the runway, or up the railroad tracks is 118.5 monitor tower. My red and white Cessna, you're a little catching up to my other Cessna in front. If you can slow down just a little bit for me. Black and white Bonanza,
Not talking to me.
wings, you're going to runway 18 right. Black and white Bonanza going to runway 18 right. I want you to start that
really
right turn. You're going to Fisk Avenue. Red and white Cessna on Fisk Avenue, monitor the tower 126.6. My Bonanza making that right turn to join Fisk Avenue. Thank you
Here's
very
a
much.
picture of the Congo line. You can see all the aircraft lined up.
Runway 27 for you, head straight up the railroad tracks. Orange and white Cessna, you're doing great. My Diamond, if you're still on me, 126.6, monitor the tower. Red and white Piper type, you're going to go to runway 27, straight up the railroad tracks. RV over the top at 2,300, rock your wings for me. Let me see that rock on that. Let me see the rock. Go ahead and start that right turn, orange and white RV. Start your right turn for me, orange and white RV. I'm going to put you to runway 18 right. White Cessna coming up the railroad tracks. Good rock on you. Runway 27 for you. Orange and white RV. Make a right turn for me. I want you to go just a little bit south of the railroad tracks. I need you to slow down if you can. You're following a Cessna in front of you. My orange and white RV. White Cessna over Fisk up the railroad tracks. Monitor the tower now 118.5. My RV. You're looking good. You're following a Cessna in front of you. Spacing looking pretty good right now.
Just following these guys.
Monitor the tower now, 126.6 for runway 18 right. Welcome to Oshkosh. My white Cessna again that just passed Fisk. If you're still with me, monitoring the tower 118.5 for runway 27. 1 mile from Fisk is another high wing Cessna type white and orange. Maybe rock your wings for me. A Cessna 1 mile from Fisk. Rock those wings for me. Good rock on that runway. Let's do runway 18 for you. You're going to start making that slow right turn now.
Make sure all my lights
right
are on.
Gradual right turn to join Fisk Avenue, that east-west road for my orange and white.
They don't have a fish finder. They don't necessarily realize what's
looks
going
like I've got
on,
two of you. Are you a flight or is there two of you there? Talk to me a little bit for me. Make sure you got the gear down. Slowing it down for the Baron on the railroad tracks 118.5. The Diamond, a little bit more of a right turn. I need you a little bit more of a right turn. Get back over Fisk Avenue.
I can't go any slower than this.
Go ahead, monitor tower now 126.6.
We're good. We're still
Orange
good.
and white Cessna, cardinal type, 1 mile from Fisk. Rock your wings. 27 for you. You're going to go straight up the railroad tracks for runway 27. My orange and white cardinal type up the runway or up the railroad tracks is 118.5 monitor tower. My red and white Cessna, you're a little catching up to my other Cessna in front. If you can slow down just a little bit for me. Black and white Bonanza.
Not talking to me.
Wings, you're going to runway 18 right. Black and white Bonanza going to runway 18 right. I want you to start that right turn. You're going to Fisk Avenue. Red and white Cessna on Fisk Avenue. Monitor the tower 126.6. My Bonanza making that right turn to join Fisk Avenue. Thank you very much.
Here's a picture of the Congo line. You can see all the aircraft lined up.
And you can see the smokestacks up there, so we're going to need to go just a smidge to the left.
Cessna half mile from Fisk, rock your wings for me. Cessna half mile from Fisk, rock your wings.
So a lot of times they won't even know the color, but if you know how far away you are, so for instance, we're 4.5 miles from Fisk.
You're going to head straight up the railroad tracks for runway 27.
Smokestacks are approximately 3 miles from Fisk that we're about to take down our right side.
So you can see after a little bit of jockeying and back and forth and adjustment, everybody starts adjusting their altitude because it has a domino effect. If somebody's going slow in the front, then all of a sudden everybody starts getting crimped up.
I need at least a half mile spacing between you and the person in front of you. They're side by side. If you don't have at least a half mile, I might have to send one of you guys back out to Green Lake. We just may not have room. I've got several of you kind of closed out there. I need some room between you and the person in front of you. White and blue Bonanza half mile from Fisk. Rock your wings for me. Bonanza half mile from Fisk. Rock those wings for me. You're going to go to runway 18 right.
So
Good rock on that. Start that right turn now. I want you to get right over the top of Fisk Avenue for my blue and white Bonanza.
Here's where the road and the tracks kind of merge together.
18 right. Maintain that altitude so you get on the downwind. Monitor the tower 126.6. White Cessna. Looks like I got a couple of you. Almost looks like a flight. You guys are a little close together. My first white Cessna 3 Echo Victor. Rock your wings for me. Rock your wings for me on that 3 Echo Victor. You're going to go straight up the railroad track. There you go. Good rock. Straight up the railroad track. for runway 27. My second Cessna half mile from Fisk. Rock your wings for me.
So they may
Rock your wings, and
identify
also
us
get a
as
green and
3
gold
Bravo
Cessna. Rock your
November
wings
too.
for me. Green
That's
and
our
gold Cessna. I
tail
got that
number.
white Cessna. I didn't get the rock. I didn't get the rock on that white Cessna, but I want you to start a right turn for me. The white
See where the
Cessna,
railroad
start a
tracks
right
is
turn
right
up
there.
runway
Yep.
for runway 18. Green and gold Cessna, straight up the railroad tracks for runway 27.
We are
White RV,
2
rock
nautical
your
miles
wings for
from.
me.
I got 4
White
planes
RV,
ahead of
rock
us.
your wings for me. My white Cessna, there you go. Get right over the top of Fisk Avenue. RV, that's good. Gonna need you to slow it down for me just a little bit. I've got you going to runway 18, but there's about 4 of you all right there. You guys did not
Nope.
give me the room that I needed to have. White Cessna, speed it up for me just a little bit. That's on Fisk Avenue. 126.6 miles tower. RV, make a right turn. Make a right turn for me, RV. I want you to about a 160 heading. I'm going to actually go back through Fisk Avenue and then come back to it. White and brown Cessna, rock your wings, half mile from Fisk. White and brown Cessna, rock your wings for me. RV, you're doing exactly what I need you to do. I'm just building a little bit of space. White and brown Cessna, straight up the railroad tracks, please, for runway 27. Maintaining that altitude till you get on the downwind. Monitoring the tower
We're a
118.5.
little high, shit.
Red and white Cessna, a mile from Fisk, rock your wings for me. RV, you're doing exactly what I need you to do. Just kind of go past Fisk Avenue just for a second, and then we'll get you back onto it.
Alright, there's our
Red and
rock.
white Cessna, that's a good rock for you. Runway 18 right for you. Runway 18 right. You're going to start making that slow right turn to get onto Fisk Avenue.
Alright, there's the Fisk
Blue
Avenue right
Cessna,
there.
mile from Fisk, rock your wings for me.
She's
RV time,
don't
you're
speed
looking
up.
good. Go ahead and join Fisk Avenue. Monitor the tower 126.6. Thank you for
There's
your help.
Fisk
Blue Cessna,
Avenue.
I see
You
the rock.
can-
Runway 27 for you. You're going to
It's
go
not the
straight up the
wider
railroad
street,
tracks
it's
for runway
the one that
27.
goes
Right.
directly.
If you were
That
back
street
past
that goes to the
Fisk
left
Avenue,
is
you're on the
Route
railroad tracks,
44,
you'll be
and
monitoring
that's
the
what
tower
everybody makes the mistake. They
118.5.
start following that.
If you are on Fisk Avenue past Fisk, you should be monitoring the tower 126.6. Welcome to Oshkosh.
Alright,
1 mile
switching
from
to the
Fisk.
tower. Alright, we're up on tower frequency. 126.6.
On COM 2. Are we on COM 2?
Yep. Double check, but we are on COM 2.
Just normally you've heard some, we've heard them by now. Oddly quiet.
It is oddly quiet. 126 point what?
I'm double checking. 126.6. 126.6.
And we're on
COM
126. Oh, here we go. You're just being quiet. Alright, we just passed the.
1,800 till established on the downwind. It's because their departure is restricted below you, departing off the left. Note on page 21, runway 18 right, pink dot is where we're landing today. And white and red Cessna, crank the base for me. You're getting way too north. I don't want you north of that blue dot. I need you at or south of the blue dot. White and red Cessna, crank it around for me.
Yep.
So I got a debonair coming right up to you, and if you go too far, he's going too far, and then everybody on 27 gets real nervous. Keep it cranking around for that Cessna. Good job. Keep it cranking. Debonair, don't turn. Bonanza,
Alright, so we're on a crosswind right now.
Bonanza back to the
The
downwind.
airfield is over there.
Cessna, keep it cranking around. Go south.
Still at 1800.
Clear to land on runway 18 right.
Kind of slowed up a little bit.
It's
No,
okay.
crank it.
There's-
Crank on debonair.
They're probably
Crank it
happy
around.
for the separation. The
You got
people
me
in
all
front of us are
tight here,
bunched,
guys.
and the guy behind us is a
Crank it,
mile and a
crank
half
it,
behind
crank
us.
it.
So
Left turn Bonanza, crank it, crank it. You're getting too close to 27 Bonanza. I need a hard left turn Bonanza. They're going to scream at me here in a minute if you don't crank it.
you're already up to
Crank
2,000.
it around. Keep it
Oh,
coming,
shit.
keep it coming, keep it coming. Nice job. All right, Bonanza, crank it around. Blue dot, runway 18 right, clear to land for the Bonanza.
Alright. I guess I wanted to make sure it was high enough.
On crosswind, turn downwind, then descend. Bonanza, turning downwind, descend.
Alright.
Okay, for the Cessna just landed, right turn the grass, follow the flagman, and welcome to the show.
Key point
Bonanza,
here
good
is
job,
the
blue dot,
highway.
right,
This is when
runway
they
right,
start
clear to
calling,
land.
looking for
Okay,
you.
White Cessna crosswind, turn downwind and descend. Okay, the Bonanza just landed. Nice job, nice job. Just remember the future. Don't turn that base until you I'm making a plan
It's
based on that
it's only
previous guy.
1890. That's not
And,
below.
turn right
That's
into the grass,
adjusting.
follow the flagman. Welcome to the show.
Alright, we're at 18.
Everybody about Oshkosh over Fisk Avenue. It's got to maintain that altitude, maintain 1,800 until we get your steps on downwind. Departure's coming off the right side, correction off the left side today. We are landing runway 18 right, being done. Note on page 21. Winds are calm, altimeter 292.
Alright. See, they're going to be departing. They're departing aircraft, and which
They're
would
really close.
which would be flying right below us right here. So we're going to go ahead and follow these other aircraft in the downwind.
Start your base turn for the VTAL. Turn the base, and you just stop the blue dot, crank it around for me, VTAL, the Bonanza. Crank it around. Nice job. Start that turn. Got an RV on the downwind. Start that descent for me. Bring it on down for the RV. Cessna, I will call your base. Don't turn on me. I will call your base on the Cessna. There's a Cessna just crosses the departure path there on crosswind. Keep that altitude till we turn you on the downwind. Cessna on the downwind. White Cessna downwind. Turn base. White and blue Bonanza. Runway 18 right. Pink dot. Clear to land.
I know.
Cessna turn base. Cessna turn base.
No,
Keep
well,
it
this is,
cranking.
he's
Don't
not
go
talking
north
about
of
us,
the dot.
Becky.
Crank it around, Cessna.
We're not the
Call your
Cessna
base
turning
here
base. We're turning
quarter
downwind
mile.
right now.
Keep it crank around for the Skyhawk. White Skyhawk, crank it hard for me. Runway 18 right, clear to land for the Skyhawk. Red and white Cessna turning downwind. Start your descent, please. RV on base turn for you. In
That's
3,
me.
3, 2, 1.
RV turn
No,
base.
yeah.
White Cessna. Make sure you don't land on the left. We're landing on the right. Offset to the right for the Cessna. Cessna, you're lining up too much for the left. Cessna, there we go. Get over to the right. Over to the right. Nice job, Cessna. Runway 18 right. Clear to land. RV. Runway 18 right.
Flap
pink
set.
dot, clear to land. Everybody landing on the right. When able, get under control, right turn into the grass, follow the flagman. Red and white Cessna on the downwind, keep that descent coming down for me, nice job. There's a white and black Cessna out there in crosswind, turn downwind. White and black Cessna, turn downwind, then start your descent. RV, nice job. Right turn into the grass upon landing and follow the flagman, welcome to the show. Red and white Cessna on downwind, turn base. Turn that base for me.
That's us.
Yeah. I feel like that was a really early base.
It's a really early day. I don't know. Alright, gotta watch our speed. I don't want to stall turning this thing.
Rainbow Oshkosh over at Fisk Ave.
I wish you'd give me a clearance to land.
On page 21, landing on the adder after the pink dot. Maintain 1,800. Got a Bonanza out there on the crosswind. Keep your altitude. Don't descend on me. Need you 1,800 till the downwind for traffic departing underneath you. Red and white Skyhawk. Turn towards the pink dot. Clear to land. Runway 18 right. Pink adder after the pink dot. Need you at 1,800 till we turn downwind. Otherwise, you're going to
There's
be
the pink
a little
dot.
friendly with the departures off the left side there, which is not a thing. Nice job on the Bonanza. Go ahead and start your descent. Turning to the downwind.
And we're past the pink dot, and we're down.
Yep, slow down to less than 30 knots and then exit right to the grass. And then we're going to make a hard right.
Upon landing on the
Taxi
right turn into grass. Follow the flagman. Welcome to the show.
Wait till you're
Wind's
under
calling
30 knots
October
before you exit to the
29902.
Okay, you did not wait.
White and black Skyhawk on downwind. Turn base.
You're going to make a hard right
Yep.
and taxi northbound in the grass with the flagman. So why don't you make that hard
yeah.
right?
Sorry about that, flagman.
Don't hit him. Oh, babe. Sweetie,
Yeah,
you're supposed to be taxiing in the grass.
I know. Working on it. For some
Okay,
reason.
for the Bonanza, stop your turn there. Bonanza, stop your turn there. That white and black Cessna on the down on the base, crank it for me. You got a little far north for me. White and black Cessna, crank it around. Runway 18 right, pink dot, clear to land. Blue and white Bonanza, crank you in here in just a second. You're following the Cessna ahead. That white and black Cessna, keep it airborne.
I feel like
past
I need to
the
be
pink dot.
in
For the Bonanza,
over
start to tighten it
in
up.
that hard
Crank it in
surface.
A little bit on the
No,
base.
that's
Turn
the-
the base
no.
for me. All right, for the Bonanza, you can
It's
turn it in.
I'm
towards
telling you what the
pink dot,
instructions say,
runway 18
taxi
right, clear
northbound
land for
in the grass
Bonanza.
with the
Got a
flagman.
Debonair down there to the south on crosswind and turn downwind. And
See, I'm
start
looking
that
at
Debonair,
these.
Turn downwind and start
See?
your descent. Bonanza, nice job correcting. I know you kind of got the back end of that. My apologies on that. But you are clear to land. Everybody upon landing, right turn into the grass, follow the flagman.
Okay, I mean, it was just bad instructions then.
Yeah, that's okay. It all worked out. That was me. I had a problem with my. It lagged out. I couldn't turn or do anything. So.
So taxi back or takeoff, follow the flagman, we'll direct you back to the departure takeoff. Departure runway.
See, there's the truck
There's
right
the
there.
tower over
No,
there.
look to the left. That's the truck. That's the where the controllers are.
Right, right. Maybe it helps to explain that this is actually a taxiway, but they turned into a
Yeah.
runway for Oshkosh.
Diamond Foxtrot Bravo Delta, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, fly the runway heading, maintain Admiral 1300. Red and white, Cessna, 3 Bravo November, runway 18 left, line up away on the numbers.
Yep. So 3 Bravo November is us. So on the numbers, which will be up here. They'll probably give us a clearance before
Looks
we.
like I've got a RV up there, right, white RV, continue taxiing down the taxi.
Yep. Yeah. You
Cessna 3
can,
Bravo November, just to verify runway 18 left, clear takeoff, fly the runway heading, maintain at or below 1,300.
We can take it nice and slow so we don't actually have to stop it.
full power.
Sky 7 Lima Victor, runway 18 left, line up
30.
away on the number.
40, 50, 60, 70, and rotate.
Runway
Sky
heading.
7 Lima Victor, runway
Yeah.
18 left, clear
1300
for
below.
takeoff, fly the runway heading.
So we're gonna stay on a 183 heading.
Yep.
We'll stay nice and low for that traffic.
Yeah, it was crazy because you could actually see the planes
Bonanza 15 Echo, runway 18 left, line up and away.
basically crossing in front of you.
Actually,
RV4 Lima Golf, runway 18 left, line up and away.
somebody took off 18 right.
Bonanza 15 Echo, runway 18 left, there for
Alright,
takeoff,
there's
fly the runway
1300.
heading, maintain at or below 1,300 for 3 miles. Once again, all departures off of runway 18 left, stay on that runway heading, at or below 1,300 for 3 miles. Use caution for the aircraft passing right to left, overflying you, that'll be entering a wide left down the runway 18 right, they'll be over that east-west road. RV4 Lima Golf,
Also got a little
runway
high
now,
there.
runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff.
Yeah.
But I'm outside their pattern, so.
Skyhawk 761, runway 18 left, line up await on the numbers. Skyhawk 761, keep taxiing down that taxiway there, keep taxiing, and you can now take it on the road, runway 18 left. Clear for takeoff, line runway heading at or below 1,300. All right, a mile from Fisk looks like a long easy, a mile from Fisk. Rock your wings for me. Let me see the rock on the long easy. Very good. Runway 18 right for you.
Yeah,
Go ahead and start a
RPMs
slow
to
right
like
turn to join that
19.
east-west road. Runway 18 right for the long easy. Everybody coming on railroad tracks, they're looking pretty good. Make sure you are directly over the railroad tracks. Don't be left or right of them. If everybody's over the railroad tracks, it makes it a lot easier
Super
to
helpful.
sequence you guys in.
10 RPMs.
Long easy, you're looking great. Get right over Fisk Avenue there for runway 18 right.
Okay,
Monitor
turn
tower
for the railroad
126.6.
tracks,
Purple and orange Cessna, half mile from
That's the
Fisk.
road
Rock your wings
you
for me.
just zoomed in on.
Purple and orange Cessna, rock your wings for me. Let me see the rock on that Cessna. Cessna Rock, 1 mile from Fisk. It looks like a diamond. Rock your wings for me, Cessna. Good job. Right up the railroad tracks for runway 27 for you. And the diamond, good job on that rock. You're going to runway 18. You can start a slow right turn, a gradual right turn to join Fisk Avenue. East-west road for runway 18 right for my diamond. All right, my orange and purple Cessna just past Fisk. You're looking great. Follow the railroad tracks, maintain that altitude till you get on the downwind. Monitor tower 118.5. Diamond, you're also looking good. Get right over there on top Fisk Avenue. A lot easier for the tower if you're right over the avenue. Monitor tower 118.5.
And now not doing anything, we're down to 91. See, you can't chase the speed. You have to kind of set your RPMs and just let it. You're going to have ebbs and flows. It's not like driving a car.
I know, but I think the RPM should be set at 1950. Okay, those two guys sequenced in closer to us. Now, remember, they were further.
Yeah,
they were all set.
They're a flight of some
railroad
sort.
tracks maintaining a half-mile spacing between you and the person in front of you. 1,890 knots or 2,335 knots. Mile from Fisk, looks like a Cessna type white and blue Cessna. Rock your wings for me. My white and black Cessna that just passed Fisk. Monitor the tower 118.5. My diamond that's on Fisk Avenue 126.6.
Yeah, we're set up for 1.8 frequency.
I look like I had 2 of you guys rock out there. Of course, I'm going to have all the Cessnas. I tell you guys,
for all the
always
times we've landed, which is like 8 times.
Blue and white Cessna, you are almost
7
over
times,
Fisk
6
now.
times.
Start a right turn
Every
for
single
me.
time. We've
Blue
only
and
had
white
27
Cessna
once.
over Fisk. Start that right turn for me. You're going to join Fisk Avenue going in for runway 18 right. There you go. I see you in that turn. Looking good. Second Cessna out there, the blue and white one, very good. You did not turn. That's good. You were not supposed to. You're going to the runway 27, straight up the railroad tracks for runway 27 for you for that second white and blue Cessna. The first one that made the turn on Fisk Avenue, very good. Stay right over Fisk Avenue or monitor the tower 126.6. Everybody, we are runway 27 and 18 right today, pages 20 and 21 in the NOTA. Make sure you're familiar with those before you come out. Blue and white Cessna just passed over Fisk. Good job following those railroad tracks, monitoring the tower 118.5.
We have some distance so we can, I mean, you see what I'm saying? And our smokestacks.
1 mile from Fisk, looks like a low wing Bonanza type. Rock your wings for me. White Bonanza type, rock your wings.
How far is the smokestacks from?
1 mile from Fisk. There you go. Good job on that. Runway 18 right for you. You can start a slow right turn. I want you to join that east-west road, Fisk Avenue for runway 18 right. 1 mile from Fisk is a high wing Cessna, yellow and white Cessna. Rock your wings for me, yellow and white Cessna. Let me see the rock on that one. Let me see the rock. There you go. Good job. All right, you're going to go 27 today. 27 straight up the railroad tracks. Everybody's maintaining 1,800 until they get on the downwind. That doesn't matter which runway you're on. There are departures coming off, climbing up to 1,300. So you stay at 1,800 till you get on the downwind. My Bonanza type that just turned on Fisk Avenue. Very good. Follow that. 1,800. 126.6. Monitor the tower now. White Cessna mile from Fisk, rock your wings for me. White Cessna mile from Fisk, rock your wings for me on that white Cessna. My white and yellow one over Fisk, you're doing a great job. Follow those railroad tracks. 118.5, monitor the tower now. Half mile from Fisk, I still didn't see the rock on that Cessna. White Cessna, half mile from Fisk, rock your wings for me. Let me see the rock on that Cessna, half mile. Yes, you.
Okay, we got a fast mover coming up over top.
Okay, the one that's right over Fisk, if you can me straight ahead, right up the railroad tracks for runway 27.
Alright, there's the field with the pond and the house at the pond. How far away is that?
The field is about a mile from Fisk, and then where the railroad tracks split from the road is half a mile from Fisk.
All right, 1 mile from Fisk looks like, I think I've been told it was a beaver. Bucky the beaver, rock your wings for me. Let me see, red and white beaver, rock your wings. Very good. I know they said it's a beaver. I said I'm going to call him Bucky the Beaver. You're going to runway 18 right. You can go ahead and start that slow right turn joining Fisk Avenue. 1,800 until you get on the downwind for my beaver.
That's a phrase you don't hear every day.
All right, looks like I got 2 of you, but one's up high. Let's see, the up high one, 2,300 miles from Fisk. Looks like a diamond. Rock your wings for me. Down low. 1,800 looks like a Cirrus. Rock your wings for me. There you go, Diamond. I got you there. Runway 27 for you, straight up the railroad tracks for runway 27. Go ahead and start that descent now on the Diamond down to 1,800. Cirrus, got knocked on you. Start a right turn for me, Cirrus. Just a gradual right turn. I want you to join the east-west road, Fisk Avenue for runway 18 right. My Beaver on Fisk Avenue. Bucky the Beaver. Monitor tower now 126.
Alright, what's that right there below us? A couple building there.
Right turn for me, Cirrus, right turn to join Fisk Avenue. I see you in that turn now, very good. Mile from Fisk, red and white Cessna, rock your wings for me. Red and white Cessna, rock your wings for me, half mile from Fisk. 1 mile from Fisk, looks like I've got a flight of you out there. Hopefully you're a flight, you're the same type. Red and white Cessna, good rock on that. Want you to come up to Fisk and make that right turn for runway 18 right. My flight of Bonanzas, rock your wings for me. Looks like a flight of Bonanza, rock your wings. You're going to go to runway 27. Right? I'm going to head you right up the railroad tracks. There you go. There, both of you rocking. I love it. Straight up the railroad tracks for the flight of Bonanzas for runway 27.
All right. There's the...
All right, for my red and white Cessna, you're doing a great job. Follow that east-west road, 126.6 monitor tower now. My white Cirrus also on Fisk Avenue.
18.
Alright. Alright, 126.6 now. And there's the tower. We need to get up at 1800. Now we can maintain a speed and altitude where
appropriate,
yeah.
Definitely have to maintain the 1800.
Yeah.
Oh, the guys in front of us aren't going much faster, sweetie. So maybe 75.
I know, but I gotta get up to altitude.
Well, big Cessna turn base.
Alright, there we go. I'd rather be a little high out here than low.
Alright, are we parking or taking off again? Taking off again? Yeah.
Yeah, we are freaking lagging, jeez.
Runway Cessna out in the pink top, runway 18 right. Clear land.
Alright, we're at 1880. We're on the east-west.
We're at 70, which is fine. There's a guy a mile ahead of us and a guy a mile behind us. It's interesting to hear how I've never actually heard her deal with the higher and the lower when they were on top of each other.
In Oshkosh, over the Fisk Avenue is 1,800 till turning or till established on downwind for traffic departing the left side. Note on page 21, runway 18 right, landing at or after the pink dot.
And then she gave that flight of Bonanzas 27, which is understandable. It's an easier approach than 18 right. There's the highway coming up.
Yeah.
But he's not calling out at the highway so much as,
Bonanza on downwind turn base.
you know what I'm saying? Like for
Yeah.
36, they call out at the highway.
Jeez. Trying to get down at 18.
You're at 1860. You're doing great.
Yeah. It's like you want to be at
Well,
18.
looks like I got a beaver out there. I think my wife called you Bucky the Beaver. Turn downwind.
Alright. You want to be at 1800. You don't want to be lower than 1800, but you want to be at 1800 so that when he's looking out at the tower, he's looking exactly at a certain altitude. He's looking for you.
He's looking for us.
But we got to make sure we don't start descending across. You can see the approach runway, the runway right there. They're departing off, and they're supposed to maintain at or below 1,300. So that gives us 500 feet of vertical separation.
Cirrus on crosswind, turn downwind.
He'll call us next.
See, matter of fact, if you look,
Bonanza,
got a
right,
couple
turn
people
to the grass. Follow flagman, welcome to Oshkosh.
turning out. Let's see if I
We're not
can
turning, don't
see him. Oh, can't see him yet.
You're at 1900. You're at 1900.
I know. I'd rather be a little high right now because
Right below if he doesn't see you.
he'll see.
Cirrus, start your descent.
All right.
Okay, the Beaver on downwind, turn base. Got a red Red Skyhawk just crossed final there. Departure path, turn downwind. Red Skyhawk with white trim, turn downwind. Beaver, nice job on the east turn. Runway 18 right at or after the pink dot. Clear to land, wind calm.
That fish finder showed us the, you didn't see
Sure,
it,
turn
but the
base.
fish finder showed the, someone taking off right under
Yep.
the.
Yeah.
The red Cessna downwinds, keep that descent coming down. Nice job. I've got a Cessna, looks like red trim, just the opposite. Turn downwind. White Cirrus, keep cranking it around. Keep cranking around for me. White Cirrus, get into that turn a little more. Runway 18 right, at or after the pink dot, clear to land, job. White Cessna turning downwind, start that descent and keep it coming down for me. Beaver on the runway, nice job, beautiful aircraft, right turn into the grass, follow the flagman, welcome to Oshkosh.
Alright. Got some full flaps because he's going to have us.
F Cirrus, nice job.
ain't
When
gonna
able,
bank
right turn
him.
into the grass, follow the flagman, welcome to Oshkosh.
Next.
Red Skyhawk to base.
Base.
Wow, well before the blue.
Everything down to Oshkosh, up Fisk Ave, it's 1,800 till established on the downwind. Runway 18 right today, note of page 21, we are landing at or after the pink dot. Red and Cessna on the base, at or after the pink dot, runway 18 right, clear to land. White Skyhawk on downwind her base.
He's at or after the big dot.
Yeah, I'd settle for just not crashing.
You handled that really well. That was freaking
White Skyhawk, I was a little late on that eighth turn. Keep it cranking all the way around. Aim for south of the
Alright.
blue dot. From
What do we do?
White Skyhawk.
Turn right into the
South
grass?
of the blue
Yeah,
dot.
but just slow down to less than 30
Runway 18 right, clear to
knots
land.
before you take that right. Is what the notice says.
Skyhawk on the crosswind there. Looks white and black.
Now
Punch
you take
downwind.
right into the grass.
Red Skyhawk, nice
Take
job.
this right.
Right turn.
Take this
into the
hard
grass.
right.
Follow the flagman. Welcome to Oshkosh.
So now we get to do this
Skyhawk
right.
turning downwind. Keep the descent coming down.
And we even got a nice job from the controller.
I know.
Get that squirrel.